Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of man shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. City eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, when tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fans taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java come on, man, dark sands get broke down. riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no bench. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I fed, he nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not self. When you dropping that fire, precious man, stay inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspire. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I fed, he nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I fed, he nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rain for real.
Pando Kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bass and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he get them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy.
All right, let me make sure the sound. All right, we should be good now. Testing. Here we go.
Did you test?
Yeah, it's
We
20.
good?
Yeah, we good.
We're live. Shalom, Israel.
with ICBK. Start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under commanding General Hana, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We start off in 1969. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. No Muslims, none of those fake Amalek people. We ain't affiliated with none of that stuff, you know.
Right.
That's what you got to understand. This is ISBK Sabbath Service here in Greenville, South Carolina. You know, you put your name in the chat. Guys, you get your credit for your name. That's one of the benefits that you have with the ISUBK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We'll have Officer Natazaga Bar over here, going to be with us. Second officer over here, right? And then we have Kazamar, right? Have another yard over there. We got a full house over there. We got anybody in the chat? All right, let them check in there. Okay, you guys, you got your mayam and your yan, your wine. You guys come in and enjoy your Sabbath service with us. We're gonna go over what's our title? We're gonna expose this devil, man,
Right.
and this heifer. Right?
Right.
We ready? Majid. First candidate, state your registry.
Kazamar, Banya Howda, Banya Sha'ala. Kazamar, Banya Howda, Banya Sha'ala. Yahaba Shem Yahshua Brakatah. Yahaba Shem Yahshua Brakatah.
Blow horn. Scrolls. Oh. Blowing a hole where it should be done. Thousands of years ago, man. Ashrala.
Banya Sha'ala.
Couple of scrolls. That's your Hebrew over there. It's over there.
Turn to face the east.
Yeah, Sar Wapanya Hakwim. Sar Wapanya Hakwim. Turn to face the east.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Quadash. Hayah. Shamkad. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratzaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathalanaw. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalaknanaw. Kawawafyanaw. Kasalaknaw. Kawawafyanaw. Wala'ah. Tabaya'ayanaw. Banasayawan. Abal. Hawashayanaw. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'Allah. Wahatapa Ara. La'awalam. Aman.
You good? I'm right. Okay. Well, we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this
Our
day.
daily bread.
Our daily bread.
Give our debts.
Give our debts.
Give our debtors.
Give our debtors.
Lead us not.
Lead us not.
Temptation.
Temptation.
But deliver us.
Deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
From thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
Power.
And the power.
The glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baba Kashah. Nathan Lanau. Hakat. Larapa'ah. Ka Makalah. Wakal Manawa, Hakat, Latahar, Hamatazarian, Hakat, Lahaklian, Hamathian, Hakat, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, Ladarashan, Ba'ashim Yawashai, the water Aman.
What he said in Hebrew, we say in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power.
Please give us the power
to heal all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
all manner of disease,
all manner of
power
disease,
against the lepers,
power
to raise the dead,
power to raise the
power
dead,
against unclean spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
cast them out.
Cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you. So be it. The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Barakanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapaya, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magan, Hagan, all of Israel,
All of Israel.
Commander General Hana, all the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the young men, the sisters, the children, Ba'ashim Yahushua, the water Aman.
What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
bless us,
and
Israel,
and
the school, bless, heal, shield, and protect, our loved ones, in the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al, Hahoyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Ashah, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yah, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rad, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aita, Wa'ad Awalam.
When we say in Hebrew, we say in English. I will lift up my eyes
to the hills,
which cometh my help.
From whence cometh my help?
Coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh,
which made the heven and earth.
which made heaven and
He
earth.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy
He
foot to
that
be moved.
keepeth thee,
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor
The Lord
sleep.
is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is the shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy
The
right
sun
hand.
shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee
nor
by
the
day,
moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Hayam.
Adamayalaka,
Adamiyalaka.
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash.
Wa'al, Nashakwat,
Tashakwat.
Al, Kayahana,
Kayahana.
Awabyapyaka,
Abawadi.
Yahama,
Yahama.
Yawan,
Yawan.
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka,
Al-Laka.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakakina,
Wanakakina.
Magawa,
Magawa.
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah.
Yazakar,
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala.
Awada,
Awada.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Nawa'aitazawa,
Atazawa.
Laba,
Laba.
Lakadwa,
Lakadwa.
Al-Yaka,
Ayaka.
Barya,
Aya.
Yakarathwa,
Wa'wa.
Aholia,
Aholia.
Adawam,
Awam.
Wa,
Wa.
Yashamai,
Shemai.
Allah,
Allah.
Yam,
Yam.
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba.
Wahagayim, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashah, Ain, Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam, Ashawar, Nalawa, Aman, Hayawa, Zarawat, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasayah, Sara'ah, Kayamian, Manakal, Wayash, One, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Sayatamwa, Nada, Ya, Mawa, Ka'ira, Wazakaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Ka Nasayam Yakamwa, Ashad, Amawa, Nayara Shah, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Sayatamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rabaka, Ra'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Taradapma, Basa Irika, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Payaham, Walawam, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahawa, Ayai, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Da'iwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaika, Ayawan, Al-Kala, Arataza.
What we said in Hebrew, we say it in English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O
Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O
Yahweh.
Below thine enemies make a tumult.
Below thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee
have
lifted up their head.
Have lifted up their head.
Crafty counsel
Taking crafty
against
counsel
thy people.
against thy people.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy
They
hidden.
have said,
Come,
let us cut them off.
let us cut them off.
Being a nation.
From being a nation.
The name of Israel.
If the name of Israel
There be no more remembrance.
there be no more in
They
remembrance.
have consulted together.
They have consulted
One
together
consent.
with one
They are
consent.
confederate against
They are
thee.
confederate against you.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
Israelites.
and the Israelites,
Moab.
Moab,
Agari.
and the Hagarenes,
Baal.
Baal,
Ammon.
Ammon,
Amalek.
Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
Inhabitants of Tyre. The Shur is also joined with them.
Asher also is joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah,
Do unto them.
do unto them
Unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as unto Sisera,
Ben.
as unto
At the
Jabin,
brook of
at the
Kasan.
brook of
Who
Kisar,
perish at Endor.
perish at Endor.
Become as dung for the earth.
They become as dung
Make
for the
their
earth.
nobles like a ram.
Make their nobles like a ram,
Ziad.
and like Ze'ed.
Yea, all the princes of
All
Zabal
the princes of
and of
Zabah
Salmunah,
and of Zamuna,
who said,
who said,
let us take
let
ourselves
us take
the
ourselves
house of God
the houses of
in
God
possession.
as a possession.
Oh my Yahweh,
Oh my Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a
and
wheel,
to stumble before the
and
wind,
stumble before
as
the
a
wind,
fire that burneth the wood,
as a fire that
as
burneth
a
the
flame
wood,
that set the mountains on
as
fire.
a flame that set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy
and
tempest,
make them afraid
make them
with
afraid
thy storm.
with thy storm,
Fill their faces with shame,
fill their faces with
that they
shame,
may seek thy name.
they may seek thy
O
name.
Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be
and
confounded,
trouble forever.
trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to
and
shame
perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
whose name alone
that thou,
is
whose name alone,
Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
or the Most High
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sorry. Scrolls down. Yeshapia means to be seated, all to be seated. See where we at? We're gonna read some Hebrew here. We'll read it out of where we at? Numbers. We'll read Numbers 19. Start there. And we're gonna expose this. What's the title of our lesson, Cosmo? What do you say?
The man of sin revealed his heifer.
All right.
His heifer exposed.
Exposed, right? Who got in the chat over there?
Nazam Anna checking in from New Orleans.
Okay, all right.
And Lamour David in Bennettsville checking in.
Let's clap it up for the people in the chat, man. They come take the time to come out, man. How about Shemi? How we shy? Baraka thumb to all my brothers. How Shema? How about Shemi? How we shy? To my sisters, man, who come into the class and sometimes for the first time, some people just on a regular basis. Let's get it. What we got?
All right. So it's Numbers chapter 19, verse 1.
Right. Well, yeah, that's it. You can, you don't have to, but that's just.
Wayada Wayadabar Yahweh Mashah Aharon La'amar, verse 2. Za'af Kakwath Hatha Wara Ashar Tazawa Yahweh Amar Dabar Al Banayah Yashram Wayakwa
You want to say Yasharala?
Yasharala Wayakwa Alayak Para Adama Damaya Damayama Amar Ayan
Ashar
Ayan Ba Mawam Ashar La'a Ayla Alaya Ayl, verse 3. Wana,
verse 3.
Okay,
go ahead.
Wana Tatam Atar All Al-Izar.
You know who that is? Eliezer. That's the son. It's Al-Izar.
Right.
Go ahead. Al-Izar.
Right.
Like Eliezer.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hakan. Waha. What's it like? Waha. Watazal. Yaha. Atha. Al. Makawataza. Lama. Kana. Washa. Washakwat. Ashakat. Washakat.
Yeah.
Ata. Lapa. Na yawa.
What? Lapania?
Lapa. Na yawa.
Where you at? Verse 4?
Yeah, verse 4. Walakwak. Aleazar.
There you go.
Hakahan. Ma. Ba'a Taza Ba'aiwa. Wahaza. Oh. Nakat. Panaya. Aho. Mawa'ai, Madama, Shabai, Pa'ai, Mayam, verse 5. Wasa, Washarap, Av.
Go back and read that again, verse 19 and 5.
Verse 5. Washarap,
Washarap. It's a P, right? Go ahead.
Av. Para, La'ai, Yana, Yawa, Av, Ira, Wa'ath, Basha, Bashara, Bapath, Dama.
Right.
Alright. Parasha.
Yeah.
Basha, Bashara.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 6.
We at verse 6. Okay. Right.
Walaqua. Akahan. Atizah. Aratiza. Arazah.
Arazah. There you go. You won't put no middle letters in that's supposed to be, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Wa'ah. Zawad. Zawab. Washanaya. Zawab. Aith. Wa'ah.
Tawala'ai. Tawala'ai.
La'aith. Wa'ah. Shalayak. Al. Tawak. Sharapath. Hapara. Verse 7. Waka. Basa. Baga. Dayawa.
Basa. Read that again.
Right.
Start over, verse 19.
Verse 7. Wakaba. Wakabasa. Baga. Dayawa. Hakahan. Wara. Kataza. Basha. Rawa. Bama. Bamayam. Ba'akara. Yabawa'a. Al. Hamakana. Wata. Ma'a. Hakahan. Aid. Ha'aid. Ha'arab.
Right. Right there, right? Yeah, man. Let's read that in let's see.
Numbers chapter 19, verse 1.
Right.
And the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord hath commanded, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring thee a red heifer without spot, wherein is no blemish, and upon which never came yoke. And ye shall give her unto Eleazar the priest.
Right. And what does this mean, that verse 2 here? What let's break this down. What is that supposed to have meant anyway? What's going on here? What is this ordinance of the law which we have commanded? What does that say here? Anybody? Go ahead. Numbers 19. Get your Bible. All right. What are they trying to say here? This is ordinance that the Lord made. We're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna get into what it really is. But what did that mean there? He said the ordinance of the law which the Lord hath Yahweh commanded to the people to do. You know? Go ahead.
Because he's pretty much making a proclamation, like setting up a order for everybody to follow.
Yeah, the orders that this is something for them to do. You know, statute explanation of what they're supposed to be doing, right? But what was this for? What is it? Read that again. It says that they bring, what was it? That they bring the red heifer.
Verse 2. This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord hath commanded, saying, speak unto the children of Israel,
right, that
they may bring thee a red heifer.
What's a red heifer? What are they saying? Huh?
A female cow.
Yeah, a female cow. But why do they say red heifer? I mean, why is this? Here's the explanation. Is the red heifer is nothing but a brown cow, no different than brown on that garment. Oh, that's just brown right here.
Right.
Red just meant brown, and they had back then cows that roamed in the woods.
Right.
You know, in the woods, just wild. Like we domesticate them now, right? But this is saying, finish reading there if you could for me. But red heifer, what?
Without spot.
Yeah, no spot. They ain't got no blemish on him either. Finish reading.
Wherein is no blemish.
Right.
And upon which never came yoke.
What does that mean? Go ahead.
Like basically a cow that ain't owned, like they never been put to work.
That's right. And then you own it. You exactly right. But what else? You're right. No, you're right. Ain't never been put to work. So what does that mean? That cow out there roaming in the woods, they had wild cows back then. That's all it was, really. It was a cow, no yoke put on him, man. This ain't no domesticated cow. Ain't got no steroids in him. Ain't got no, but just regular old grass, stepping in dung and whatever,
Right.
bumping the trees. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all it is. It's just a red cow. That's what the Lord, in other words, they call it a red heifer, but really it was just brown. That's all it meant. What is brown? That brown right there? Yeah, brown right there. That's all it is.
Right.
Nothing significant about it, That's what that significance was, just a red heifer. They call it just a brown cow in the woods back there in Israel. This is what the Lord wanted them to bring. And this was just an order that we don't even do anymore. We don't do this anymore. But the Lord was showing you what this was for.
Right.
That's just had to bring this story up so we can understand, know that what the backdrop is, so we'll know what our ordinances is, man. We'll know what. Go ahead.
So like if I could, that goes to show you
right
how rich the Lord made Israel.
Right.
Because they we live in America. How many people's ever seen a wild cow? You understand?
That's right.
And in Israel, we lived in such an abundance that we had wild cows. Like today, what a cow costs you about anywhere between $2 to $10 for a cow. You understand? And certain cows will cost you $10 to $20. You understand? Certain breeds of cow. And we were such a rich and powerful nation.
Right.
And the Lord blessed us so much that not only did we have ranches of cattle,
right,
but we had cattle that was just wild. You understand?
That's a good point. And it's clapped up. Right. Damn right. This is just wild. You think about it. You just go out in the woods. A man can go out in the woods and just get me a cow. And then if you notice, it said later on down here, it says, read verse 3 there. It'll even explain to you what this cow looks like, whatever. We know it's just a regular old brown cow. Nothing significant about it. Read that for me if you could, for me, Papa the shop. Verse 3.
Verse 3. Right. And ye shall give her unto Eleazar.
Give what? It says give him or her.
And ye shall give her.
Yeah, that her is significant because like you ain't gonna be grabbing no bull unless you got a ring in his nose. In other words, you can easily pull a female cow, just grab them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just bring them on, whatever. Go ahead.
Also, too, you would breed more, so there's more wealth and everything else.
Yeah. In this case, but in this case, they didn't want to breed them. They just wanted to bring them in because the Lord said, because they're gonna use it for something.
And so, like, if I could,
go ahead.
And also, a heifer is
there you go.
A cow that has never been pregnant.
Right.
So she's never had a litter of cow or never given birth, never gotten pregnant by another bull.
That's exactly right.
So that's like, because I think
pure.
Yeah, I think once it has that, it's no longer a heifer.
That's right.
It's considered a cow.
That's exactly right. And you're exactly right. That's it. So bring her. That's why it's saying that like a cow, because you think about it, you ain't gonna just go and grab. Anybody that been next to a bull?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I actually worked on a cattle ranch. I tell this story all the time.
Right.
About how my boss man came in one day, said, "Hey, I need your help getting one of my cows in the fence."
Yeah.
And then as we walking, I'm like, "How the hell we gonna get the cow in the fence?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? And it was a bull.
Yeah,
and the only way you get a bull to do what you wanted to do,
that's right,
is you got to basically tease it with food like you do with a dog.
Right.
You understand? You're not about to manhandle no bull and pull. You can get a team of horses and it ain't gonna pull that bull.
Right.
You understand? You got the bull got to want to go.
Right.
You understand?
And that's that verse 3 is just saying. I saw the significance. Bring her, like she's easy to pull, man. You know, they ain't no wildness in it. They ain't, you got no gonads.
Right. Just a young female cow.
That's all it is. It says, and that's the significance. All they want to do is something. And if you finish reading, I'm sorry, go ahead and read that some more. There. Verse 3.
That he may bring her forth without the camp.
Right.
And one shall slay her before his face.
That's right. In other words, bring her. What does it mean? Bring her without the camp. We letting you know what the ordinance that's supposed to happen. This is what's supposed to happen back then. Of course, we don't do this anymore, but this is what we're showing you. We said bring her without the camp. What do you mean? Bring her without the camp. What are you talking about? Go ahead. That bring without the camp, that means you don't bring it inside the camp. It's wild. Keep it that way. Dead. Bring it. It's gonna go away from the people. You don't want the people. You don't want nobody to touch this animal. That's what this means. Without the camp. Just without. Just outside the camp. In other words. Around. Take it around, right? And what do you say? Did you read the without camp? One shall slay her.
That he may bring her forth without the camp,
right? And
one shall slay her before his face.
That's right. Eleazar was a high priest in charge, right? Like we're the high priest in charge right now. Now, the Eleazar was a Levite, wasn't he? Right. He was one of them dice rolling Levite Haitians back there, wasn't he? What the Levites? They got them sharp swords, right? The Lord didn't say shoot him. He didn't say club him over the head. It was like when the Most High tell you to do something, it's more of an obedience thing, right? Right. That's what this is. It's showing you what the Lord wants you to do, man. It's like these, the blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians. This is our ordinances, man. These are things that we do. Nobody on the face of the earth, that we used to do. Right. And only that we do now. So make no common mistake. We don't do this anymore, right? And we'll show you that in a little bit here. But what we at verse what?
Verse 4.
Go ahead. If you could for me,
Numbers chapter. Numbers chapter 20, verse 4. And Eleazar the priest.
Oh no, 19.
Oh, 19. Mm-hmm. And Eleazar the priest shall take of her blood,
right,
with his finger.
Take his blood, man. He gonna dip in there. Now, after he done slayed it, did it say anything about cutting it up? It just said, plop that son, bitch. I'm sorry. Put it, drop it. Where that sword at? Where's that sword? In other words, take a knife, bam. That bull gonna drop on that ground, right? Right. Give me that knife. That knife. Not a gun, right? Right. Not poison. Just drop it. Right there. Whole thing, dung and all. Just ain't no cut, no intestines out. Just drop it, right? Right. Drop that. The bull weighed by what? How many bull weigh? 1,000? 1,100?
About 1,000
pounds. Big animal. That's a big animal, ain't it? Mm-hmm. You drop that thing right on the ground, bam, it's gone. Now we talking about a brown cow in the woods, wild, Ain't no bull dropped from no Texas and none of that stuff.
Right,
Came
right.
from no airplane flight, fed no steroids, hormones, nothing else. This is what they did back then.
Right.
That was an ordinance, because the ordinance, we'll show you later on what it is. We're just explaining what the Most High wanted us to do back then for a reason.
Right.
So like if I
Go ahead.
could,
Go ahead.
I just go to show you how stupid
Right.
the small hats are,
Right.
because they not getting wild cows. They
Yeah. We're gonna get into this, and we're gonna get into hold. It's like we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. You're right. We gotta explain what we do, and then we'll get into them. Show you exactly, you own it. You're exactly 100% right there. Let's keep this one up front first. Verse
Still on verse 4.
Verse 4, go ahead.
And sprinkle of her blood directly before the tabernacle of the congregation 7 times.
No, the congregation is over there somewhere in their tents. They ain't even got to witness this. All he's doing is just showing you for obedience of the Lord. That shows you the Lord was behind Israel, man. They had to be. So he took the blood and sprinkled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. That's obedience. That's doing what you're supposed to do. That's Eliezer did. He just did the cow on the ground.
Right.
Got the blood right there. He ain't do nothing special. You just follow exactly what he said. You don't go in and do anything. And we're gonna show you what the why the Most High wanted to do it that way. Because that's for a reason. Verse 5.
Verse 5. And one shall burn the heifer in his sight, her blood and her flesh.
Her skin.
Oh, Salaki. Her skin and her flesh and her blood with her dung shall he burn.
Now, what does this mean here? We hit on it. What does that mean, Cosmo? What you got? He says, go ahead.
Like back to what you said, as far as what it said, keep them inside the camp.
Yeah, that thing outside the camp.
Outside the camp.
It's what the Levites got it now. Eliezer, right? Only the high priest. That bull on the ground. Burn all this stuff.
That come with the trash that come with it.
Yeah, it said even her dung.
Right.
What's dung? Go ahead, officer. What you got? What's dung? That's the excrement. In other words, what it's trying to say is don't cut nothing out of this thing.
Right.
Don't cut his intestines. Don't do none of that. Don't cut him up. Nobody need to be cutting his rump off or anything to be eating for some steak or whatever. Right? That ain't what this is for, bro. That ain't what this is for. This is what this. They'll burn the whole thing up. All right. Where we at? Verse 6.
Verse 6. And the priest shall take cedar wood and hyssop and scarlet and cast it into the midst of the burning of the heifer.
Why do you think the Lord did that? Why do you think he told us to do it? Most High did that. I mean, I got a good idea right there. Because I'm thinking like the cedar wood and hyssop. If you ever smell it, it has a very sweet smell. You got them out of cow on the ground burning with blood and dung, and it ain't like you cooking a barbecue or steak on the ground.
Right.
So it's this is like the Lord. These are the things that the Most High wanted to do. The cedar wood, like we burning right now. So take cedar wood. You can imagine you put the cedar wood in some of the scarlet, you'll have a real sweet smell to it, right?
Yeah, when you burn an animal that's got its entrails still intact,
right?
That after a while, that thing's gonna start smelling
smell,
like yeesh.
And the hair too. You ever smell like the hair?
Oh yeah, burnt hair. It don't smell like a barbecue. That's why even like our Asherite brothers, of course in their ignorance, they have a holiday they celebrate where they roast a pig. Even when they roast that pig, they remove all of the intestines out of the pig before they roast the pig. You understand? Because if you don't, oh boy.
And they were just doing this because the Lord said it. They may not even know why. The Levites kind of, after a while, you do this so many times, they kind of got the idea.
Right.
But the whole significance of this is to use this for purification.
Right.
You know, we're gonna get into this. This had nothing to do with nothing else but purification for what? If a man died in a tent, and that's later on down in this passage here. I'm just kind of like shortcut a little bit. We're just reading about us, so we'll know what the way it's supposed to. We didn't think nothing else of about it, but we're gonna get into what Nazaga Bar was getting into in a second here. But it was just the significance was to purify you if you touched a dead human being.
Right.
Okay, whether it be in a tent, you unclean 7 days. You know, and of course you go to a funeral now. What do we got to do? What do we do now instead of burning a red heifer? You just unclean for 7 days, right? That ordinance is still done.
Right.
It's a lot if I could.
Go ahead.
That just goes to show you the wisdom of the Lord.
Right.
Because there's a wisdom that comes with keeping these commandments that is far beyond what we can even imagine.
Right.
Because like many of the foods that the Lord say is clean and unclean,
right.
You understand?
Right.
Like there's reasons, you know, beyond what our understanding is as to why we shouldn't eat certain animals.
Right.
Or why we can eat other animals.
Right.
You understand? And so much so to where the Lord even, you know what I mean? Like the Lord even knows that, okay, you know, this animal that we sacrificing, he has to tell us this ain't for food.
Right.
You understand? This one right here is you throw it all in there. And when you throw it in there, make sure you throw this in there with it too.
That's right.
You understand? So it's like, you know, that just goes to show you, like when you reflect on them commandments, you understand, like to give you an example, you know, and I yield after this point. But to give you an example, right? Around the time when Moses led our people out of Israel, you understand, chicken was not a animal that was known to be eaten by the world. You understand? At that time, it was just an exotic bird that just people would see them no different than you would see a seagull or a pigeon. You understand? It was just a bird that lived around that couldn't fly that good.
Right.
You understand? And the Israelites, and you can look this up, the Israelites were the first people in the world to eat chicken as food, because of the wisdom that the Lord gave us that chicken was good to eat.
Right.
And a matter of fact, the Lord gave us the recipe for fried chicken.
Right. That's right.
So we've been frying chicken. We was frying chicken 1,000 years before any other race of people ever even tasted chicken.
Right.
You understand? Because of the wisdom that the Lord gave us.
Right. Right.
You understand? So, you know, with that, I you know.
That's right. Go ahead.
If I could too. Also, back to what you're saying, I got a question. Well, you say obviously when we go to a funeral, you know, we're gonna be clean 7 days.
Right.
Well, I seen his Facebook post, they were talking about, you know, if you bury your relative in your yard, you ain't gotta pay no taxes, this, that, and the third. So if that is true, therefore you'll be unclean every day, all day, right?
Yeah. But you just against the law to bury a dead.
I'm saying like get them buried, not just, you know, doing it by self.
Yeah, most of them, even if you did.
What was the question? It's like
the unclean part, you know, outside of what they had going on, it was like if you bury a relative or just a human in your yard, you'll always be unclean, correct?
I think in order to do that I think that portion of that land has to be zoned as a graveyard.
Exactly. He's talking about it.
I think.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think, okay, in today's society, if someone was to do that, I think that one, it has to be far enough from your home and sectioned off.
Right.
So I would probably have to get counsel from General Muhammad about how that will work as far as being clean and unclean, being that it has to be sectioned off. I think that it being sectioned, you know, I don't want to say what I think. I would say someone would have to get counsel on that. But like Kazak was saying, you know, if it's just so I get Kazak, you know, if I could, but if it's just buried in your land, like say like you killed somebody and you buried a body in your backyard, you are unclean because that's your backyard. You go out there and you walking over that body, every couple of days, every day, damn near. So in a situation like, I hate to be, even go into all that, but if you illegally bury a relative in your yard in a common area where everybody goes to, every kids play and all that, then you are unclean every time you step in that area.
Yeah, that
because that area would be technically a graveyard.
Right. When I surveyed for the Department of Transportation in Lancaster, you run across a graveyard, you had to report that because they recognize that. But that is an unclean area. That's all those graves, bones. It just always is. So you have to go and get a permit from the state to zone a graveyard, because you could have been a church or something or whatever, how they use it.
Okay. And I don't mean to be long on the topic now. When does it come to a point where once the body, decomposes, you'll be clean again, or it's just gonna always be unclean?
And the state always recognize. I tell you, in America, they always recognize it as a graveyard.
Okay. I say this just kind of as a when it comes to decomposition. When Moses and them came out of Egypt, how long was they there? How long were we in Egypt?
About 400.
We was there longer than 400. We were slaves for 400 years. We was there almost about 700 years, 1,000 years.
Well, even when Joseph was there.
Right.
Right.
And when we left out of Egypt, what did we bring with us?
We brought our dead bodies.
Brought our dead
Joseph
bodies
out of there.
We brought the body of Joseph out of there.
Right.
The body of Abraham out of there.
Right.
You understand?
They want to be buried in the promised land.
Right. So when it comes to decomposition, if them bodies, they don't decompose like like how we think. Those are still bones and things like that. That is still a graveyard. That's still a body.
Right.
You understand? So the law still applies. There is no law written that says after so long, a dead body isn't considered to be unclean. It's not written in the Bible. You understand? So by handling that, you would be unclean. Right. You understand? By going in that area like a tomb. You understand? You go in that tomb after, like if you walk into one of them Egyptian tombs and it's an Egyptian body in there from 5,000, 6,000 years ago, you are unclean.
It's unclean.
You understand?
And they bring those things on display too. Think about it.
Right.
You're unclean up in there. But that's what that was. It was basically for water. That heifer is for a way of waters of separation. If you read that, let's read verse 9. Kind of help you.
Okay.
Verse 9.
Verse 9. And a man that is clean shall gather up the ashes of the heifer,
right,
and lay them up without the camp,
right, outside the camp,
in a clean place, and it shall be kept for the congregation of the children of Israel,
right,
for a water of separation.
Right.
It is a purification for sin.
Yeah, that was, you got to understand, that was the Lord giving that ordinance, because you got to understand something. I'll read later on how the Lord looked at that. And these are statutes. It says, read verse 11 there.
Verse 11. He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days.
7 days. And we still do that as an ordinance. That's what it is. But we don't use this red heifer for the water purification anymore. Of course, it doesn't need to, because if you look at go to Hebrews right now. Since what is that? Go to Hebrews 10. I believe it was 10th chapter. We're going to explain to you here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Go to Hebrews, what did I say? 10,
chapter 10
and 1. Let's break that down here, because this will give you some explanation. Hebrews 10 and 1.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 1.
Come.
For the law having a shadow of good things to come,
Right,
and not the very image of the things, can never, with those sacrifices which they offered year by year continually, make the comers thereunto perfect.
In other words, that law was just a shadow of good things coming. The Most High was going to be our new law, really. You know, that's our new covenant, man. It's not the very image of that can never take away those sacrifices that we did. That can never do that. That's why we don't offer those anymore. You know, it says continually made could make. What did it say? Continually make the comers, the people that want to come in that was unclean or whatever they needed to do, the sin, to make them perfect. Verse 2.
Verse 2. For then would they not have ceased to be offered?
Yeah, this is a question. It says, for then, in other words, if they could, would we still be doing them? Would they not cease to be offered? Finish reading.
Because that the worshipers once purged should have had no more conscience of sins.
But they had conscience of sin from day to day. I mean, those guys would take their those guys would take, I think when we talked about that last night, they would take and knowing they're getting ready to go out and party Friday night, take a picture.
They prepay.
That's exactly right. They prepay for their sin, man. They had an automatic ATM machine. I'm going out and party, man.
Got a direct deposit.
I'm gonna get this. They have direct deposit. I'm gonna get this chick over here, man. I'm gonna get this. Let's just slay this. I ain't got no land. Let's just take this little picture, dog. He got little spots on him. He going around like that. But you know, these people, they couldn't. Those things couldn't take away their sins, man. That's what this says. It says, read verse 3.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 3.
Right.
But in those sacrifices, there's a remembrance again made of sins every year.
In those sacrifices, there's a remembrance of sins made every year. The Most High is be ye therefore perfect, right? Even as my Father in heaven is perfect. Right. We're supposed to be sitting up here trying to get away from smoking cigarettes, smoking marijuana, going after whores, right? We ain't supposed to be doing this thing continually, you know, every year. At what point? In other words, that's what they were doing. They figure if they just do so many sins, they have so many sins done that they can just go in and get a lamb, a pigeon, a dove, or whatever. And then what does the Catholic Church do now for that same thing? Hail Mary, full of grace, right? Blessed art thou, the fruit among. Isn't that what they do?
Go ahead. They have a confession.
Yeah, they call that confession.
They go into a confessional and confess to a priest, and then the priest will say, "Oh, well, since you molested a child, then go give me 10 Hail Marys and 10 Our Fathers, and you're good to go."
Right, and that's what Amalek, those fake Jews that are living over in our land right now. That give me Revelation 2:9. Then the one we got exposed because they want these sacrifices in that temple and that red heifer all to come back again and replay this all over. Go ahead.
And that's heavy because even in Christian church, they got that slab of pork on the table. They pray over it first.
They praying over that first. All of that. They want to usher in they white Caesar Borgia with this red heifer they're going to use at their temple and their dedication to bring it so that they can have animal sacrifices over again. This is their last ditch effort to keep their system, the what they think cleanse man's sins. But we just explained to you that these, read verse 3 again. We've explained to you that these animals couldn't take away your sins, man. They could not make you perfect. So why they want to bring back animal sacrifices in the temple again and saying this is what the Lord ordained? This is what they're doing. We got to expose Esau for what he is, right? What's verse 3 again? Hebrews 10.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 3.
Right.
But in those sacrifices, there's a remembrance again made of sins every year.
Read verse 4 for me, Bob.
Verse 4.
Right.
For it is not possible.
It's not what?
For it is not possible.
The Bible says it ain't even damn possible. Read.
That the blood of bulls
Right.
and of goats
Right.
should take away sins.
It ain't even possible. Right? So why they want to bring back an ordinance? That's all that is. They want to bring back an ordinance. Amalek, Esau. Who is Amalek? Let's expose him, man. Who's that? Give me the Revelation 2:9 there.
Okay.
Read.
Revelation 2:9.
Right.
I know thy works and tribulation.
You know. Go ahead. They started. Most High is talking about us. I know Israel. I know your works, man. I know how you dying in the streets down here because you got an oppressor called Amalek on your beating you down. Right?
Right.
Read.
And tribulation.
Right.
And poverty.
Right.
But thou art rich.
Yeah, we tribulation because we got to pay higher rent and everything else, man, and be subject to all these white oppressors. So Esau's oppressors,
Right.
you know, and but we are actually rich, man, because we got this Bible in front of us. We have the law, the testaments, and the understanding of who we are now. Now that should be case since 1969, right? Go ahead, read.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
They're blasphemous. Why is it blasphemous that they say that they're Jews? Because they're not.
Right.
They're not blacks, Hispanic, Canadian. So what are they? Read.
And are not.
Right.
Are the synagogue of Satan.
The what?
Synagogue of Satan.
They are the synagogue of Satan, trying to bring back a red heifer ceremony. We just got through reading what the red heifer ceremony really was about, right?
Right.
It's just for water purification that we use one time as a purification for dead body, right?
Right.
You know, read verse 5, Hebrews. What's that? 10 and 5. I mean, you can constantly read it.
Okay.
Go ahead, read.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 5.
Right.
Wherefore, when he cometh into the world,
Right.
he saith, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me.
Sacrifice and break that down for me. You got to
What'd you say?
break that verse 5 for me down.
Verse 5 says, wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, sacrifice and offering
Right.
thou wouldest not,
Right.
but a body hast thou prepared me.
Right.
Let's see.
When you come through the
When
world.
he cometh into the world, he said, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not.
Right. You know, we don't do those sacrifices and offerings anymore, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, so like
Right.
so it's saying like when he came into the world, sacrifice and offering, he's saying that
Like this ain't
that
something.
you wouldn't sacrifice
Right.
if you wasn't committing sin.
Right.
And he's saying, but you prepare the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You understand? And the Lord don't have no pleasure in sacrificing.
Right. He doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Because he has that pleasure in obedience.
Obedience.
He doesn't have that pleasure in sacrificing.
Right.
He has that pleasure in
In
obedience.
obedience. And that's what all these sacrifices that we did back then is so that we can simply obey him. You know, putting a bull on the ground, sprinkle 7 times. It's just obedience, man.
Right.
You know, that's what the Most High, that's what he was doing. So people can see that I want you to obey me, man. Because if it wasn't, you do this year after year, you still ain't made perfect. Christ had to die.
So like
Go ahead.
it's just like any good parent.
Right.
You know, a good parent doesn't have. First of all, a good parent disciplines their child.
Right.
You understand? Any parent that does not discipline their child
Right.
is not a loving parent.
That's right.
You understand? But a parent has no pleasure in disciplining their child.
Mm-hmm.
A parent has pleasure in giving a child everything it ever asks for.
Right.
You understand? What person goes and has a child and says, man, I ain't giving my child nothing.
Right.
You understand? I'm going to make them eat wheat and barley every day. You understand? He ain't gonna never go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
He ain't gonna ride no bicycle, no PS5, no Pokemon, no
Right.
nothing. No parent does that. You understand? Every parent dreams, especially blacks in history. I don't know about Esau.
Right.
Esau different. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they got a culture of molesting their kids. But in our culture, every black parent has always dreamed of giving their child all the things they never had. And that's so the spirit of Israel. Because when you read about David and Solomon, you know what I mean? David told Solomon, he said, sit here while I make thy enemies thy footstool.
Right.
You understand? David was telling Solomon, I'm going to conquer the world for you and hand it right over to you.
That's right.
You understand? Right. Because every father, every parent dreams of giving their child everything they could ever ask for.
Right.
So no parent has pleasure in whooping their child.
Right.
No parent has pleasure in that.
Right.
You understand? I've heard grown men say that they whooped their child and almost brought them to tears.
Mm.
You understand? Because no parent has a pleasure in that sacrifice.
It's necessary though.
It is necessary. You understand? But that's not where his pleasure is.
Right.
You understand? And that's where the scribes and Pharisees had it twisted.
Right.
Is they were thinking, oh man, we just gonna make these sacrifices and we good. As long as we sacrifice to the Lord, we good. No. Yahushua raised the bar. Right. You understand? Yahushua raised the bar. No, it ain't no longer about no sacrifice. You understand? It's about your obedience.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
But,
in verse 6, if you read verse 6, it's telling exactly what you just said. Verse 6. Hebrews.
Verse 6.
Right.
In burnt offering and sacrifices for sin, thou hast had no pleasure.
That's what you just said. Right. You bust that wide open. You say that ain't no pleasure in these sacrifices, man.
Right.
I mean, who wants to smell the blood on the ground like that? Anyway, right? Read verse 7.
Verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come. In the volume of the book, it is written of me to do thy will, O Yahweh.
Right. Exactly. See. Read verse 8.
Verse 8. Above when he said, sacrifices and offering and burnt offering and offering for sin, thou wouldest not,
right.
Neither hadst pleasure therein.
You got no pleasure.
Right. Which are offered by the law.
Right. So I mean, so why are these heathens, Amalek wants to bring back animal sacrifice? Why do they want to do that? Because they know they ain't got no Christ. As a matter of fact, they people don't even obey any laws over there. Don't they still eat pork over there?
So, like, if I could,
go ahead.
One of the biggest LGBT pride parades in the world is in Israel.
Yes, that's they got one of the biggest. Say that again.
One of the biggest LGBT pride parades is in the country Israel.
In Israel. Now, but yet they want to bring back the red heifer so that they can just go in the LGBTQT and put a dedicated temple. So, we know we're gonna do this wrong, so we're gonna go in the temple and just ask the Lord to forgive us of our sin. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call themselves doing. They want to be able to do what they want to do, and then they want to show the world that, we don't. And what they said, this will usher in Christ. I think they don't even believe in Christ over there, dude. They don't believe in Yahweh.
They say that in order to build because what it is they're trying to build the third. You have Zionists that are trying to build the third temple.
That's right.
And what they want to do is they want to tear down the Dome of the Rock and build a third temple at that location. Mm-hmm. And so right there near that location, they built an altar that they're going to sacrifice a red heifer because they believe that in order for them to build that temple, they have to sacrifice the red heifer to clean their hands before they build the temple. Mm-hmm. So they're going to build the temple, and they think that by building this third temple, it's going to bring forth the Jewish Messiah. That's right. They not necessarily Christ, but they're speaking of a Jewish Messiah.
Mhm.
Now, Christians, on the other hand, believe that by doing that, it's gonna cause Christ to return as the Jewish Messiah. So, and then the Muslims believe that this Messiah is supposed to be like an antichrist.
Mhm.
You understand? And so, but when you mix it all together, I don't know. Christianity is confusing anyway. You got some people saying it's going to be the return of Christ. Some people saying it's going to be the Antichrist. And it's all type of all these religions are confused.
Like you said, the Zionists and those Orthodox Jews, they want all this. Plus, it ties into their Christianity. We got a few articles. And read that article right there. It ties into what you were saying.
The restoration of the nation of Israel, Jerusalem becoming a Jewish city again.
Right. This Jewish. This is the fake Jews over there, right? That's what we read about in Revelation 2:9, the synagogue of Satan, right? Read.
Which was accomplished sort of by Israel in 1967.
Right.
And the birth of a red heifer to purify all.
Right. Go ahead. Read.
When the third temple is built, heralding the Messianic era,
right,
long prayed for both Jews and Christians.
That's what you just said, by Jews and Christians. This is what they want. This is the era that they want. They want to bring this in, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
A pure red heifer will be sacrificed again in Judaism.
Right, and the red heifer ain't got nothing to do with coming to the Most High or cleansing their sins. This was just you know what I'm saying? Just we read about the brown heifer and how they used it to for dead bodies and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
This era is prophesied to mean the coming of a time that includes the return of the biblical laws of purity.
See that right there? They want to bring that back. Go ahead, read.
Thus allowing for truly holy life.
Yeah, read. This is another article, right? And the way they're doing it, they're taking a Christian farmer, right? He's not a high priest, but this is what they want. They're just gonna defy all the thing the Bible says and just bring about their heifer the way they want to bring it back. Go ahead. Which don't mean nothing anyway. Read.
Christian farmer is not a high priest of our people.
Right. Good.
In September 2022, the Jerusalem Post described how a Christian farmer in Texas raised and shipped 5 unblemished red heifers.
Now he raised them, right? These ain't no wild. This is just something they just making up, right? Read. Not that it matters. Go ahead.
Delivered to the Temple Institute in Jerusalem.
Right. Right. That makes sense. And this, so in essence, they basically they have nowhere to go. Their Babylon is fallen, man. So they got to create a temple so that they could go and dedicate. They just picked something out of the Bible. Is all they did, really, when you think about it. They just picked something out of the Bible so they can dedicate this red heifer because they think to take away sins of even their LGBTQ.
Right.
How you gonna take away the sins of homosexuality? Where that at in the Bible? I mean, what did the Lord think about that? He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, did he not? He destroyed that. So what makes them think that they're gonna be any better? Because they want to eat their pork. The Christians want to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. They want to do the LGBTQ, as the officer said, is one of the largest. What you said, the largest LGBTQ in the United States, in the world.
Right.
Celebration. You said, officer, not that.
What was that like?
You said one of the largest LGBTQ.
Oh yeah, one of the largest LGBT pride parades is in the land of Israel.
Right, in the land of Israel, right there.
Right.
Go ahead.
And they celebrate. They do it bigger than the Passover over there.
And this is what they want the world to believe. In the United States, because I almost said the wrong word. They LGBTQ, They support that, do they not? They support. They send your money, your taxpayer money, over there to support their LGBTQ pride and all of that, and they want to dedicate it with a. They want to dedicate this temple, like you said, tear down the old. Really, I'm not even sure if that's where the actual temple was over there, though.
Right.
Really, I think that was a garrison, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I believe it was.
Yeah.
I believe it wasn't even the real, the Dome of the Rock. That's the real temple over there. But that thing, because that thing's been trying to be built, twice already.
Right.
But this is what they want to do. They want to usher that in and bring in that nasty LGBTQ heathen ways, man. So and besides that, where did they put together that this supposed to help usher in Yahushua, the Christ?
Right.
It made usher in Caesar Borgia, right?
Right.
They want to solidify. Go ahead.
With a yarmulke on.
With a curly Q. Didn't somebody read about that they have people going around and claim that they Jesus?
Oh yeah. What's his name? Jim Jones claimed he was Jesus.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Had everybody down. Where was he at? In Argentina, I think it was.
Jim Jones. He was in. No, it was. What was that place off of South America there? Guyana.
Okay.
Guyana, right?
Yeah, went down there and everybody drunk. That's where they get the term you drunk the Kool-Aid.
Drunk the Kool-Aid, right.
You know what I mean? They down there drunk that special Kool-Aid. And that goes to show you, like, it's like, two things for sure when they come to people claiming that they Christ is, they got a couple things in common.
Right.
One thing they got in common is they cut you off from your family. And then the second thing they do is they get you out the country.
Right.
You
understand?
Cut you off from all of it.
Yeah, they want you cut off from your family, then they get you out the country. Nature Boy.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Right.
You know what I mean? Who else? It's a few. There was some guy. What were we talking about the comet?
Oh yeah, that's Haley's comet that kept. Was that?
It was a
Haley Bop or
Haley Bop comet.
Bop. Let's see if you look at it. But that was back when I can't remember. They had all dressed up in blue, purple. They were all on bunk beds lying there, and they would get ready. They wanted the look it up, man, because I'm talking off the top of my head. I was a younger man.
Yeah, some cult leader decided that they was going to hitch a ride on the Haley Bop comet.
That's exactly what it was.
And they was going to commit suicide. And I guess their spirit was going to raise up, and they was going to catch on to the comet and ride with the comet.
Right. There was a right time. In other words, it was just like that Jesus coming back. But that's right. And then they found them all drugged with poison or something like that, and they thought they were going to transform their bodies out. Man, hey, listen.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the guy who convinced them all, didn't he not do it?
I think that was the case. He did not do it.
Yeah, I think he got everybody else to do it, and he didn't do it.
Hey, did you find it? Man. You find that?
I got it. It's
There was a group that did that. They actually believe that this is the fallacies that Esau wants you to believe. The Amalek, man, and these synagogue of Satan people want to create some red heifer or some hell bop or something. All of them got different stories. Read. What you got on?
Comet Haley Bop.
Right.
Is famed for being one of the most watched comets in history.
Right.
Comet Haley Bop was an unusually bright comet that flew by Earth, reaching its closest approach to the planet in 1997.
Right.
It was most spectacular in the northern hemisphere and visible to the naked eye for about 18 months.
Right. That's true. But there was a group that did that, if you look deeply into that actually believed that comet was coming back to take their souls up with them. That was the Messiah, if I'm not mistaken. I remember reading that. It was on the news. Matter of fact, it had made the news, man. People fell for that. Matter of fact, I think there was some black people up in there too, some of our brothers, man, falling for it, man, But that's how evil Amalek is, man. That's how easy Esau convinces our people of foolishness, man. Don't you fall for no stupid like that, like this red heifer stuff, you know, and all of that. We read the story of what it should be, what they did back then. It had nothing to do with what they want you to believe, the ushering in of a Messiah, the cleansing of a temple, the sacrificing of the red heifer. It had nothing to do with that. It's no different than this. You find anything?
Oh, Salaya, if I could.
Go ahead.
To the Muslims, however, see, the red heifer sacrifice, you know, the Muslims, of course, don't believe what the Jewish people believe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the Muslim world, they look at it as if they're sacrificing this red heifer, then that means they about to tear down the Dome of the Rock.
Yeah.
And to them, that's like the second holiest place.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that. You're right.
Yeah, that's like the second holiest place in Islam, is that Dome of the Rock. So they're looking at it like, okay, if they sacrificing this red heifer, it's because they believe that they have to do that before they build the third temple. And they wouldn't be sacrificing this red heifer unless they about to build this third temple. And in order to build this third temple, they have to tear down this Dome of the Rock.
And that was in the paper too a while back. It was in the news that was a conflict like that. You can't tell and the Jews and the Muslims fighting over that area right in there.
Right.
You find anything?
I see
What you got?
Heaven's Gate quote.
Who?
Heaven's Gate.
That may be it.
Yeah.
What? Read that.
With what's his name? David.
What was his name?
David Sullivan.
That sounded like it. That sounded like that foolishness that they had back then. Right. We go the Heaven's Gate. That looked about what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what
that they were chasing out that hellbop comment. Can you read a little bit on that article there?
Heaven's Gate was an American new religious movement known primarily for the mass suicide committed by its members in 1997.
That's right. Read up loud and clear. That's it right there.
Commonly designated a cult, was founded in 1974 and led by Bonnie Nettles and Marshall Applewhite, known within the movement as T.I. and D.O. Respectively. Nettles and Applewhite first met in 1997 and went on a journey of spiritual discovery, identifying themselves as the two witnesses of revelation, attracting and following several hundred people.
The two witnesses of revelation. Ain't this something? Go ahead.
Attracted several hundred people in the mid 1970s. In 1976, a core group of a few dozen members stopped recruiting and instituting a monastic lifestyle.
See that right there? That's just another movement that they're always trying to come and usher in a fake Jesus.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
So basically, I remember hearing about this on reading. This was pretty much, saying, like they said, he committed mass suicide.
That's right.
So when I guess it was a certain date that everybody was supposed to take their own lives, and they were supposed to wake up in Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, that's what it was. I remember reading about that. I mean, I was like I said, I was a young man back then, but that was what it was. That was all about.
Yeah, the Hellbop, right.
There's Hellbop coming, right?
Same thing. Hellbop brings you closer to Heaven's Gate.
Bring you closer to Heaven's Gate. And that's what these fake Jews want to do. Same thing with Israel. The same thing they want to do to bring in, think that's going to usher in some Christ. But that is not what it is, right? And you don't fall for stuff like that, man.
Right.
You don't serve that God. You don't worship it. And salvation is for the children of Israel. We're the only ones going to see Yahushua come in the clouds, right?
Right.
Am I right? Right. That's why you got trust in the Most High, man, with all your heart. So you'll understand, not this Hellbop comment all this red heifer dedication. But that's what Esau Amalek wants you to believe, right? You know, what it says, salvation is of who? Of Jews? Give me that text there. The middle scripture. Salvation is of the Jews, right? Officer, look that up. So we'll know who it's for. So our people know, man. So you'll understand that salvation is for you. You keep these laws, statutes, commandments, man, and don't follow no Hail Bob comment and David Koresh. That was another one, right? That was another one that said they sat down and drank the Kool-Aid, the Jews down in Guyana, I believe it was, right? South America. What does the Bible says about the real children of Israel? Salvation is for who?
John 4:22.
Yeah, read that.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
Right. That's in other words, there are some people out here worshiping that they don't even know what, not what. Read that again loud and clear, Bible shop.
Verse 22.
Right.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
You know, there's some of them, you know what they worship. Worship some hell bop, right? Worshiping what else? Haley's Comet and the red heifer. And now don't even know what you worship, because the Bible is only meant for the children of Israel. Right. Read.
We know what we worship.
Right. We know what we worship, right? Here in ISBK, read.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Of the who?
The Jews.
For the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, those Jews, all the way from Judah all the way to Issachar, man. We know who we worship, right? That makes sense? We know who we worship, man. You got any more? And give me another scripture on that. Salvation is of the Jews, right? Give me another one of them scriptures there, bro. Salvation is for the children of Israel. That's why we don't sit up here and we don't worship nothing else. We don't have to worry about all of the foolishness that Amalek is bringing about some third temple and the Muslim got it. They mad, they fight, and they tear it all down. It's like Commander General Yohana said, they got them all in the Valley of Jehoshaphat right now fighting. That's what the Most High got them exactly where they want, right? Exactly where they need to be. So take your mind off this red heifer. That red heifer was something that the ordinance that we did a long time ago for purification waters of sins, man, for a dead body. They ain't got nothing to do with what these fools trying to do now. Go ahead. And what?
Well,
That's what the Bible is called. That's all right. You ain't got it? Okay. All right. So we're going to sum this up here. Anybody got any questions on that, man? So they won't be going out here? Anybody? Anybody got any questions about this? Let's see. What was that? Give me, who was that? Who did Christ die for, man? Give me Romans. Give me Romans 11:26 there. Right?
Okay. Romans 11:26. And so all Israel shall be saved.
All of what?
Israel shall be
The
saved.
Bible says all of Israel shall be saved, man. Right? Read.
As it is written,
Right.
there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness of
Right.
Jacob, from Jacob.
Howard shot, man. Read that. Read that again.
Romans 11:26.
Right.
And so all Israel shall be saved.
Right.
As it is written,
Right.
there shall come out of Zion the deliverer,
Right.
and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
Right. Okay. So that's it. That's all of Israel shall be saved, man. Right. Everlasting God. Everlasting covenant. You know, right? So that's it for that. Okay. All right. Let's, any questions online over there?
Sir.
Okay. All right. Switch. Go ahead. Let's blow the horn. Here, give me that. Water. Scrolls. Sir Wanya.
Sar
Sir Wapanya.
Sar Wapanya Haki. She's turned her face to the east.
Right.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa,
Now,
Sabashamaya,
Shabbat.
Kodash,
Nah.
Hayah,
Yeah.
Shabka,
Nah.
Yahweh, Malataka,
Allah.
Taba'ah,
Abba.
Ratazayah,
Zaya.
Hayah,
Aya.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Maharatazah, Kawa,
Allah.
Hayah,
Aya.
Bashamaya,
Shmai.
Latan,
Lam.
like Bashamaya,
Shmai.
Nathan,
Lam.
Lanawa,
Now.
Lakam,
Come.
Call,
Call.
Yawam,
Yawam.
Wasalakina,
Wasalakina.
Kabawakina,
Kabawakina.
Kasalakina, Kabawakina, Wala'ah,
Wala.
Tabayayana,
Wainawa.
Manasayon,
Nasai.
Nabal,
Wall.
Aishayana,
Shayawa.
Mayan,
Ya.
Rai,
Right.
Kaya,
Ya.
Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala,
Wala.
Wahataparth.
Wala. Parav.
It's like Lahawat, it's like Lawalayam,
Lahalayam.
Aman.
Amen. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
and will be done,
thy will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day,
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Give us our debts.
We forgive our debtors.
Forgive our debtors.
Lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation,
temptation,
but deliver us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom,
thine is the kingdom,
the power,
power,
and the glory,
glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. A cock the power in Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahasir, Yahweh, Baba Kashah, Nathanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Lapa'ah, Kamalakah, Wakamarawa, Hakak, Latahar, Amatazariah, Hakak, Lahakwe, Hamatia, Hakak, Araakwa, Amata'ala, Lagarsha, Bahasir, Yahweh, the water. Amen.
Said in Hebrew, said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, name me Yahweh.
please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner
Power to all manner
of sickness,
of sick,
all manner
all manner
of disease,
of disease.
the power to cleanse the leper,
Power to cleanse the
power
leper.
to raise the dead,
Power to raise the dead.
power against unclean
Power
spirits,
to cleanse the
cast
spirit.
them out
Cast them out.
in the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is blessed Israel. Yahweh, Bahashem,
Hashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Rakanawa,
Rakam,
Wayasha'ala, Wahabayath, Saparim,
Barak,
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 Rapa'ah,
Rapa'ah,
Magan,
Hagan,
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 Bahashem,
Hashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
the water.
Water.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
bless us,
bless us
and Israel,
and Israel,
and the school,
and the school.
bless, heal, shield, and protect
Bless his children,
our loved ones.
our loved ones.
In the name of
In the name of
Yahushua,
Yahushua.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Hashem,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
All, Haharia,
Hori,
Mahayan,
Mayan,
Yaba'ah,
Shabbat,
Isaiah,
Zari,
Isaiah,
Zari,
Ma'ai,
Ma'ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Asha,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Waharatazah,
Raksa,
Ayatan,
Ethan,
Mamawat,
Amawat,
Regalka,
Regal,
Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Hana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
La'a,
Yayashan,
Yashan,
Shawamar,
Shamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Zalka,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Yamyanka,
Yanka,
Yamama,
Yamama,
Hashamash,
Shamash,
La'ah,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayrak,
Balayala.
Layala,
So it was like Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Shamar,
Makorai,
Makorak,
Yashamar,
Shamar,
Athnapashka,
Ash,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Shamar,
Taza'atka,
Zak,
Waba'atka,
Waba'ath,
Ma'aita,
Aga,
Wa'ai,
Ai,
Awallah.
Awallah. Said in Hebrew, said in English, I will lift up mine eyes
I lift up my
to the
eyes
hills,
to the hills.
from which cometh my help.
From which cometh my help.
cometh from the Lord,
My help come from the Lord.
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and
He will
earth.
not suffer thy foot to be
You will
moved.
not suffer thy
He
foot
that
to move.
keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor
She
sleep.
neither slumber
The
nor
Lord
sleep.
is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is shade upon thy right
Lord is
hand.
thy shade
The
upon
sun
thy right
shall
hand.
not smite thee by
The
day,
sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by
The
night.
Lord shall preserve thee
Lord shall preserve
from
you
all evil.
from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve
The
thy
Lord
soul.
shall preserve thy going out
Lord shall preserve
and
thy
thy coming in
and thy coming
this
in
time forth.
for this time
And
forth,
even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahaya, Adamaya, Laka, Atakaras, Baal Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awabadika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, A'amaka, Yamawa, Sawada, Wayata, Yatasawa, Altasapawayaka, Armawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magawai, Wala'a, Yasakar, Sham, Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Natazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Bariyath, Yakawathwa, Alahaya, Arawam, Wa, Yashamai, Allah, Yam, Ma'awaba, Mahagaria, Gabal, Warmaan, Wamalak, Palashath, Ayn, Yashabnya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Aman, Hayawa, Zawawai, Nabana Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Naham, Kamadia, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kamadia, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, Na'adama, Shayatawa, Nada, Yab, Mawad, Kairab, Wakasabat, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kalnaya Sakama, Ashar, Amuwa, Nasharashah, Nalawa, Ath, Nahawath, Alahaya, Shayatawa, Gaya, Kakwash, Napanya, Rawaka, Ka'ash, Daba Ira, Wakahalaba, Dalahat, Aharyab, Khan, Daradat, Basa Ira, Wabasa, Wabatka, Daba Halam, Mala'a, Panaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shimka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahalawa, Ada'ai, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abarawa, Waya, Dawai, Kaya, Aita, Shimka, Yahawa, Labatka, Ayawan, Al, Kal, Ratnasa.
What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, an enemy making tumult.
Enemies making tumult.
They that hate thee, lift up their head. They have taken crafty counsel inside people. Sold against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off
from being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
may
be no more remembered. For they have consulted together. One consent. They have confederate against thee. Tabernacles of Edom. Ishmaelites. Moab. Hagar. Baal. Ammon. Amalek. Philistine. Inhabitants of Tyre. Sure. Also is joined with them. And hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do it to them. As to the Midianites. As to the Syrians. As to the Jabin. As to the brook of Kassan. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make them nobles like a red. And like Ziel. All the princes of Zabal. And of Zamun. Who said, let us take for ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my Yahweh, make them like a wheel, and to stumble before the wind, as a fire that burns the wood, a flame that sets the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. Make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. That men may know that thou, his name alone, is Yahweh, the Most High, over all the earth. So, prepare to salute the Torah. How about Shem Yahushua? Prakya.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Prakya.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakiyah.
conclude our Sabbath service. Anybody would like to be anointed? Got a sister over here anointed here. Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak Yahweh.
Washamar.
Washamar.
Yahweh. Yahweh. Hanyuwa. Alyaka. Wanekak.
Wanekak.
Yash'a.
Yash'a.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyuwa.
Hanyuwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Washamlaka.
Washamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim.
Bashim.
Yahusha.
Yahusha.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Magun. Ya'izra.
Izra.
Ya'izra. Ya'izra.
Izra. Bashim Yahusha.
Bashim Yahusha.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
We said Hebrew, we said in English, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee, make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance against thee, and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Anybody else? Right. All right.
You got the roll on the mark.
All right. Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Washamarka.
Washamarka.
Ya'ar.
Ya'ar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyuwa.
Hanyuwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Walikanka.
Walikanka.
Yash'a.
Yash'a.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyuwa.
Hanyuwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Washamlaka.
Washamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim.
Bashim.
Yahusha.
Yahusha.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Gun.
Magun.
Gun.
Magun.
Ashaya.
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 Ashaya. Ashaya.
Bashim Yahusha.
Bashim Yahusha.
Water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Anybody else? There's no one? Okay, this concludes our Sabbath service. Salute out the brothers.
Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Brakatah, Yad Yom Batat. Sorry, turn face to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shemala Atah Bashim Yahshua.
Yahweh Shamar,
Yahweh Shamar,
Alatha,
Alatha,
Bashim,
Bashim,
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Okay, that's it. Wow, sis, good sister. This concludes our Sabbath service, man.
Bless